Hello, how are you? Today I have separated for you the 3 most important nutrients to help reduce your prostate for the health of your prostate. Many men worry about this, and rightly so. After all, after 50 years of age, many men start to present benign prostatic hyperplasia, which has nothing to do with prostate cancer, but with the growth of this gland that can be very harmful to the daily life of men, increasing the urge to urinate, favoring urinary infections and other health issues that I will tell you about in the video. So it is very important that we try to keep the prostate as big as possible in its ideal size. I'm going to tell you here about 3 nutrients that will help you the most to stay until the end that you won't want to miss. If you're going to be guaranteed nutrition, health, fitness, you're going to love the channel. Enjoy and subscribe. Remember to activate the little bell to receive notifications. So let's start talking more about this prostate issue. This video is not only for men, but also for women who worry about their husbands, their fathers, their children. So, if you know someone who will benefit from this information, share this video. 1 amplifies this chain of good. Tell me, if you are a man, or if you know any man in your family, have you ever had a prostate problem? Have you ever had any prostate treatment? What did you do? If you are concerned about this in any way, why don't you tell me about it here below in the comments? And if you like these videos about men's health specifically, leave your liking and I'll come and make more videos like this for you. The prostate. We talk a lot about men's health, because it is a gland that is only present in the anatomy of men, even though it is the size of a walnut, more or less, and it is very close to the bladder, below the bladder, near the rectum. So it is very important because it produces part of the fluid that will form the sperm. So without the prostate you wouldn't have the sperm and you wouldn't be able to. Anyway, even humanity, right? How would the spermatozoon fertilize the egg? There would be no way. So, the prostate is very important for men's health. Many men don't even remember that the prostate exists until they have some problem related to it, and the problems related to the prostate can be from this benign prostate hyperplasia that I told you about, which in fact happens to many men due to a hormonal issue, especially after the age of 50. For many men, the family genetic factor is also very much related to this. You may have some problem related to the inflammation of your prostate, prostatitis, even more serious problems, such as prostate cancer itself. I have several videos here on the channel talking more about the prostate. I even have a men's health magazine. I don't know if you know it. I will leave it here below in the description, because there are other videos also talking about, for example, nitric oxide erection, the best and worst foods, supplements, and I will leave it all here below in the description for you. The first nutrient that can help a lot to keep your prostate functioning well. The proper functioning of your prostate is zinc. Even though all the cells of our body have zinc, because it is part of the DNA, all the cells of the body of men and women have zinc, but the cell of the body of the man that has more zinc, proportionally, are the cells of the prostate. So, we can see the great role that having good levels of zinc in your body will play regarding the function and the good functioning of your prostate, the good health of your prostate. It is worth pointing out that when the zinc levels in your body are ideal, you tend to have less inflammation in your prostate. This is a very important point. Also, scholars have found that in men who have benign prostatic hyperplasia, it is very common to have a deficiency. They say that you don't really know what came first, the egg or the chicken. But this correlation does indeed exist. So thinking about maintaining good zinc levels in your body makes perfect sense. In any case, you consuming more sources of zinc in your daily life is always going to be good for you. Some research suggests that if you are going to go for a supplementation, it should be around 15 milligrams a day. In this case, the ideal thing is that you confirm this with your urologist or your doctor in your city, to verify if it is right for you, even with your nutritionist, evaluating the rest of your diet. Would this amount be interesting or not for you? More or less. Zinc is very easily found in food, but people sometimes forget that some foods are key elements for you to get zinc. For example, pumpkin seed, which is a seed that many people despise or are not used to consuming. It is a very rich source. They say that, besides this, beans, oysters, a food that is a little more difficult to get into our daily routine, but the beans. Nuts, the best of nuts, in general, are really good sources. They said that you can add more to your daily life in a very healthy way. They will bring more benefits to your health and also ensure a good intake of zinc. It's worth noting that you can buy the pumpkin seed in supermarkets these days, natural product stores, and add it to your yogurt, your salad, even your vitamins. When you go to buy, the ideal is that you don't buy salty soil so you don't add more sodium to your diet unnecessarily, and also to have this versatility of being able to put it in yogurt, in a vitamin, not only in a salty preparation like a little salad. Second nutrient on our list, selenium. Selenium has an excellent antioxidant activity for our body. Selenium is very involved in the regeneration of glutathione, which is simply the most powerful natural antioxidant that we have in our body. And when we consume selenium, we regenerate this antioxidant to make it more capable of finally fighting free radical molecules that are out there in our organism. We always produce free radicals. Even sitting, breathing, sleeping, we are producing radicals. Beautiful. And because of our body's breathing and metabolism but we know that people with chronic diseases have a greater tendency to produce more free radicals as well. Studies have already verified, even, that people with good levels of selenium in the organism have a lower chance of developing prostate cancer, of making any prostate problem migrate, of some kind of inflammation, some kind of wrong differentiation, even if this will in fact become a prostate cancer. The researches are still preliminary, so the researchers do not specifically tell you to supplement with selenium, because they have not even arrived at an amount that would be ideal for you to consume on a daily basis. We even know that selenium in large amounts is toxic to our bodies. But on the other hand, researchers are increasingly suggesting that you consume foods that are natural sources of selenium to ensure that you will have good stores of it in your body and have this protective effect of avoiding prostate cancer in your body. An excellent source of selenium is the Brazil nut, which in Brazil is super popular. And I have even heard here talking about consuming the Brazil nut on a daily basis, the benefits that this brings to our health, which are incredible not only for the practice, but for health in a much broader way. I will leave this video here below in the description for you. The third nutrient that already has a well-established relationship with prostate health is lycopene. Lycopene is a carotenoid that is normally found in tomatoes. The vast majority of the studies done on lycopene are based on the tomato itself. This is an interesting detail that I will tell you more about later. It has a great anti-inflammatory capacity in our organism and decreases the inflammation in our organism. Of course, your prostate will function better, and it has a great affinity for the cells, for the prostate tissue. So it acts very focused, there in that tissue. That's why many studies have been done specifically to correlate more lycopene and tomato consumption specifically with prostate health. Some studies in rodents have found that regularly offering tomato juice causes the rodent to have a lower gene carcinoma capacity, i.e., it will be less likely to develop a tumor in the prostate. And the studies verified that this effect is not only due to lycopene, but also to other compounds that are naturally present in tomatoes. An interesting detail is that since lycopene is fat-soluble, the ideal is that you consume it in a meal in which you add some kind of fat. So if you are going to juice the tomato is naturally lower in fat. Ideally, you always want some chia or flaxseed to facilitate the absorption of lycopene from these other beneficial compounds in the tomato. If you want, you can even use a tomato sauce with olive oil, sauté it with garlic, basil, put what you like, because many studies have even been done with tomato sauce. They have also found very beneficial effects for prostate health and men's health in a broader way. In addition to finding lycopene in tomatoes in tomato products, I told you about tomato sauce, dried tomatoes, that concentrated tomato that is 100% tomato. Those are going to have a lot of lycopene, naturally. But other foods that also have that reddish color, naturally have lycopene, like the red guava, like the watermelon, like the grapefruit, which is the grapefruit. These are also good sources of lycopene for you to add more into your daily life. Tell me about it here below. So, if you are going to add any of these foods in your daily life, or if you already add which food, I will also leave in the description 3 natural supplements that help in the prevention and treatment to have a healthier prostate. Remember to like the video. You help me a lot to share this video with those who need it. Let's together expand this chain of good. That's what I want here with the channel. Until next time, bye.